Hey everybody, hope you guys are healthy and safe. I am very excited today because I have here the Huawei Mate XT. This is the so-called trifold phone, even though it really only folds at 2 points. But yeah, you have a 10.2-inch OLED display that folds twice. The first fold will then give you a 7.9-inch screen that's about on par with other foldable phones out there. And then the second fold will turn it into a conventional slab phone with a 6.4-inch screen. So this is a 10.2-inch OLED panel. And one of the first things I noticed is how impossibly thin it is. It measures only 3.4 millimeters right here. Like, it is unbelievable how thin it is. But then of course, when you fold it up into 3 layers, it then does become a 12.3 millimeter thickness, which is a little bit thicker than a conventional slab. And at 298 grams is also a little bit heavier, but that's, understandable considering you have such a large screen. And also you have a near flagship camera system. So unlike many other phone brands, which will give their foldable phones a significantly inferior camera system, that is not the case here. You have a 50 megapixel main camera with a variable aperture between f1.4 and f4, meaning there's a physical shutter that opens and closes to control how much lighting you take in. You also have a 12 megapixel periscope zoom lens that can do 5.5x optical zoom. And the zoom lens looks pretty good. I mean, let me show you actually. And just the fact that you can have such a gigantic viewfinder. But yeah, this is a 5.5x zoom shot. I mean, check out the details and check out the natural bokeh. Powering the phone is a Kirin 9010 with 16 gigs of RAM. And the battery size is 5,600 milliamp hours. So it's a little bit smaller than I thought because we have essentially a tablet screen. So I'm not sure if 5,600 milliamp hours is going to be able to last all day. But hey, that's the price you pay for the ultimate thinness in a foldable tablet. Perhaps not surprisingly, all the China apps are already very well optimized for this trifold screen, like Douyin, for example, which is the China version of TikTok. You'll see that the video will automatically adapt to the 6.4-inch form, and then 7.9, and then 10.2. And then likewise, Huawei's keyboard will also split as soon as you open up the phone. You'll see that right here, I do have YouTube and Google Maps here. Now, unfortunately, I'm in China on China internet, so I cannot connect to the servers. But if I take this phone down to Hong Kong, I will be able to watch YouTube stretched out across a 10.2-inch screen. The crease is not that noticeable if you look at it straight on, but if you look at it from the sides, if light hits it at certain angles, it can show its face a little bit. But again, nothing we haven't seen from foldable phones. I do like that when I run my finger across it, I don't really feel the crease. Now, one point of concern I have is that due to the trifold design, when the phone is completely folded, the right side exposes the foldable screen, like right here. So that means if I were to drop the phone on the right side, I am not sure this will survive because this is that foldable panel. But hey, that's the risk you take when you use a bleeding edge piece of technology. Now, this phone is obviously very expensive. In China, it's selling for 20,000 yuan, which is about 2,800 US dollars. But with that said, in China, it's completely sold out. Even if you go into a Huawei store right now, you cannot buy it. You have to go on a wait list for weeks right now. I already put my name down because I definitely want to use this as my daily driver. I'm a digital nomad. I always like to work on the go. And I've always wanted a device that fits into my pocket, but then also gives me a much larger screen. Like, imagine pairing this with a keyboard. You can definitely use this as a productivity machine. And the software seems very optimized too. Of course, this is not a review by any means. I'm only testing this phone for about an hour or two, but man, I am so impressed by what I see. I mean, just check out how thin this is. Absolutely uncanny bleeding edge hardware. So yeah, this is the Huawei Mate XT Ultimate Design. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel. It will help me a lot. Thanks for watching.